In part 2, we will be tackling projectile-based weapons effects. By the end of the course, you will have cool-looking laser and plasma blaster effects, just like these. We will build the foundation for the rest of our effects in this series between part 2 and part 3 while crafting our laser beam effects, so that, just like in production, we can reuse and retool as many assets as possible to save time and resource space. We will continue to move through the whole production pipeline, starting with our concepts and asset creation. We will get more creative in the way we make our textures and meshes by packing various details on our textures and using multiple UV maps in our meshes that can be animated through a single parameter in our materials. We will also explore simulations in Houdini and Embergen. I will show you how to pack them effectively for optimization and performance needs, and then export the final flipbooks into Unreal. Then we'll dive even deeper into material creation methods to handle more advanced animation in our Niagara Systems. This will allow us to animate our muzzle flashes through a single parameter and our plasma-based effects utilizing those multiple UV maps we set up in our mesh creation process. In our blueprints, we will handle different ways to solve projectile and collision logic. We will create a test spawner for debugging and troubleshooting our effects before we hook them up in our character blueprint and our animation montages. When we get into Niagara, we will focus heavily on driving the animation of our materials in our emitters, reusing assets while retooling them to satisfy art direction for unique effects, and then wrapping it all up with a balance pass before sending it over to our art director. We will be focusing more heavily on production in this course, so I've created it in a way that will allow me to show you problems I face in production and how I troubleshoot them to find the best solution while solving them. You will also receive my VFX naming convention guide based on naming conventions I use regularly in production to help you establish production standards in your work. This course is loaded with content to help take you to that next level of your VFX career and continue to prepare you to be production ready. So join me and let's get crafting.